Live and direct. The recording has started. Y'all know what it is and who it is, huh?
Ah,
Y'all know what it is and who
Hey,
it is, huh?
ah.
Y'all know
hey.
what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, Fight Night Dex, alongside my co-host Uno. You know, Mr. Pound for Pound, Bar for Bar. We got a special guest in the building here today. My bro, making his return to the ring this Friday. Marcos Pius is in the building. You hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Big Mo, the heavyweight champ. Shout out to the Maniac. They couldn't make it
Yeah,
in
shout out to the
right
brothers.
today. They
Yeah,
dealing. Mo's been working hard, new job, kicking his ass.
yeah,
He'll get
yeah,
back in
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
And the Maniac is dealing with the family. Baby girl, blessings to her.
Shout
Hope
out to
she
baby
feels
girl.
better.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to
baby girl. Get
Maniac.
better. Yeah.
But you already know, man. Marcos, man, what it do? Welcome to the show. 15 rounds of boxing, presented to you by Four Corners Boxing. You see the championship right there. Marcos is after that type of championship right there. You heard?
Mm,
Yeah, man. I
yeah,
like it's a WBA belt
yeah,
too. Shout out to the WBA.
Shout out to the
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
WBA.
yeah,
Shout out to Tank.
yeah.
Shout out to Lamar
yo,
Got
give me
that
two
Roach.
signed by the
seconds.
boy.
Do your thing.
Got that signed by the boy. You heard? GTD.
Yeah,
You
man.
heard?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
GTD himself.
Shout out to
I,
Lamar
I
too.
had I,
Lamar got the other side.
I had to get him to. I gotta keep the interview nice and professional. You know what I'm saying? So I had to push him to the side a little bit. But yo, I love that WBA belt, man. Shout out to the WBA, Roberto
Yeah, yeah,
Mendoza, Julio
yeah,
Thyme, everybody in there.
yeah,
The whole team, the
Convention
whole
coming up
team.
too in December. Might be down there.
Yeah, your convention's coming up next weekend, right?
Yep.
You gonna be down there celebrating the victory down there, huh?
God willing, man, we gotta take care of the task at hand on Friday. And I don't know if you guys know this, man. Like you see that on the side. I be at all these boxing events, man. I got my manager's license, so gotta be on top of it early, early.
Good
That's what's
shit, my
up, man. That's
brother.
what's up, man. Four corners is with you. You heard? We
Hey, I
with
He
you, man.
appreciate it.
trains, he trains fighters, he fights, he manages them, he wraps hands. Marcos, what don't you do in the sport of boxing? Tell the people, man. Marcos Pius 2-0. He's back Friday night, primetime boxing down in the Hammerstein, right? No, not Hammerstein.
Melrose.
Melrose Ballroom in Queens this Friday. Talk to us, Marcos. Let the people know at Four Corners here, tuned in on 15 rounds of boxing, man. Who, what, when, where, and how.
Oh yeah, man. So we're fighting December 6th, which is this Friday, at the Melrose Ballroom in Queens. Be fighting around 8:30, 9 o'clock, man. It's the long awaited return, right? And what other place to make the return than at home, man? New York City. It's like that for me is a dream come true in itself. So
Mhm.
just glad to have had the opportunity. Everything lined up, and as they say, when you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready, man. And ever since my last fight, which, like I said, was September 11th, 2021, you can ask anybody, man. I lived in that gym every day, right?
I
Even
know.
if I didn't have a fight date, but I knew my time was gonna come, and here we are, man.
But Mark, even
That's what's up.
is you've been out the ring for a second. Do you mind telling us what was the issue there? We know boxing is a hectic business as well.
It's the
Right?
Wild
No,
Wild West, man. It's the
for
Wild Wild
sure.
West.
Superman, Doc Holloway, bah, bah, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man, no, just boxing. There's things that are out of your control. I don't want to jump too much into detail. It's just that sometimes certain fights fall out. Sometimes you don't get to an agreement when it comes to negotiating a contract, right? What else? um the logistics of things. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to be in a certain location because money don't grow on trees, and you got to pick your spots and you know uh see where you could train, but at the same time that it doesn't hurt your wallet that much because you still got to be producing bread. So
Hmm.
things of that nature, man. But the important thing is that all the stars aligned, and everything came together in order to be able to come back, man.
What has kept you? I mean, motivated. I mean, I know, like I said, you wrap hands, you work with corners of fighters, you now managing, helping young fighters as well get into the sport and get their careers going. since the layoff? What has kept you motivated to say, you know what, nah, I'm here because you know what I'm saying? I ain't giving it up. It's not they not said the sport is not gonna take it away from me like that.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. That's a good question, bro. I think, man, that boxing, just like life, will test you, bro. It'll test you to see if you are who you truly say you are, right? And
Mm,
it'll put you through the fire, bro. It's like, all right, we'll put you through the fire. Let's see what you're made of. You know, there's gonna be uh ups and downs, and everybody could grind when they're up, man. Everybody could grind when they're they have all the support, when all the doors are open. But can you grind, man, when every door's getting shut in your face? You know,
Mm-hmm.
when fights are
Mm-hmm.
falling out, when it
Mm-hmm.
it just seems like, bro, like you're never gonna see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that's where you show what you're truly made of. So for me, bro, like I have evidence. You know, some people love to, add a little extra to make the story sound a little nice, put it in Hollywood, you know. But yo, my story live and direct, bro. We don't do that fake it till you make it stuff over here, bro. My dad started training me when I was like 3 years old. And here's the funny part. I have videos about it. My dad used to get like the stuffed bears, right? That you win at the carnivals, and
yeah.
he
Yeah.
would like hide behind it, right? He's just messing around, and he's like, "Yo, hit him with a 1-2, ba ba," and everybody knows that I'm a big body puncher. So he's like, "Left hook to the body." I hit the bear with the body shot, boom, right? And anyways, right? We started three,
Knock all that cotton up out of him.
yeah, man, 3, 4 years old, and it's not that serious. It's more just moving around and stuff. But then around like 6 years old, it really got serious. Like I mean, my dad's been like a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
And
That's
ever
your
since
trainer? Your dad is your trainer?
yeah, he's my main trainer.
Okay.
Okay.
He's my main trainer. And bro, like I said, uh, but if I'm not talking too much, right?
No,
Nah, do your
talk
thing. Do
all.
your thing, man.
It's
Yeah,
about
my
you right
dad
here.
always said, he's like, yo, he's like, you're gonna have to box, right? Because you live under my roof. You got no other choice in the beginning, right? Because my dad used to fight. He wasn't professional or anything, but he used to fight. And what ended up happening, he's like, when you reach a certain age, he's like, I'm not gonna push you no more. Because if I have to push you, this is not for you.
You don't really want it. Yeah. You
Right.
gotta want it for yourself too.
Right. Yo, and tell me why. Like I was like, I remember I used to be like, yo, this dude's so demanding. He don't let me go out. He don't let me celebrate my birthday with my friends. I was in the gym all the time. And then one day, bro, I woke up with a fever. I was throwing up and shit. And I was like, yo, I want to go to the gym. And he's like,
Mm.
yo, I'm like, what the fuck? Like I went from pushing this kid every day to this kid telling me he wants to go to the gym.
That's
he
when
And
shit
did
bro,
clicked.
he did
and
his
ever since
job.
there, I started envisioning. I'm like, yo, I really do think that I could become a world champion. I was like 10 years old. I would tell my dad, I was like, watch. He's like, I'm gonna be a world champion. And bro, I I just kept on going, and that fire, that desire to really reach that, and that self belief, it doesn't allow me to quit, bro. It's like it's like saying you traveled 99 miles and you have 1 mile left to get to the promised land, and you
Mm.
quit. Then what was it all for, bro?
Oh, for nothing.
So that's why I'm here,
Mm.
bro, because I really believe I could reach it, and I refuse to give up, bro.
Not that you could reach it, that you will reach it, brother. That
Yeah,
you will reach it.
Mm-hmm. You gotta speak that into existence, man.
yeah,
Speak
Already
that
appreciate
and
into
that.
existence.
you know what you say there with your dad and how he drilled you like that into the sport early. Kind of reminds me of the Mayweather story. Floyd Jr. He couldn't play basketball. He couldn't play baseball. He couldn't be out with his friends. He couldn't eat no candy. It was boxing, 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 boxing. And then when his dad was incarcerated, people were like, "Oh, you should have seen him then." You know what I'm saying? Like he was out doing whatever he wanted, but eventually it's like, hold on a second, boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
find you okay, I could go eat some candy. Oh, I'm gonna go play some ball. Oh, I'm staying out late with my friends. And then he's like, I missed the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on a second. None of this shit feels right without the gym. So
yeah.
you woke up one morning and was like, I want the gym. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy too, X, is that like I really believe no child knows what they really want in life, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
that's a lie, bro. Nobody really knows what they want in life when they're a kid. And a lot of people nowadays are very soft on their children, right? Like they're very like
They give
And
them
Yeah,
the decision that they don't even know they want to make.
right,
That's
yeah.
what
right, bro. And I'm not a parent or anything, but like, despite me saying that my dad's like a drill sergeant, he's a great father, bro. And my dad saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, like, and he's like, you know what, I gotta do something with this kid. Just not so much thinking that like, oh, I could become a world champion, but more or less to keep me off the street, to keep me disciplined. And
Discipline.
give you
if I was good at
opportunity.
the sport, if I was good at the sport, that was like a plus.
Yeah, yeah.
But bro, it's like I said, no child knows what they really want, but when parents able to see those like characteristics, those abilities,
Cut out. She
We'll
must have cut
get
off real quick.
we'll get him back in here. He'll get
Yeah,
back in
he'll
there.
get back. He'll get back. He'll get back. Look like
There he
he's
goes. There
taking
he goes.
service.
He's fighting. He's fighting. He's
Yeah,
fighting.
exactly,
He's
exactly.
fighting the stream.
Can't keep
Mark,
him down.
I can't
Can't keep
keep him
him
down.
down. Yeah. What up, though, hermano?
Nothing much, man. Here at the job. Got to keep the show rolling.
Yeah, yeah,
The
definitely.
bros is not in today, but shout out always to the team. You know how we do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Got my boy.
let's recap the conference yesterday. You know, for those that
What?
don't know, the
What a
team as
press
usual.
conference.
Yeah,
What a press conference.
The team as usual was out in the field. You know, putting in the work, and we went down to the Barclays to PVC press conference, and yo, let me just say, uh, wow. You know, I'm gonna start it with wow. The press conference was scheduled. The doors open at noon, and it was scheduled to start at 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
And the press conference got pushed back from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. and then from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So we got there for, you know what I mean? And you know, everything was all set up, but I'm talking about the most quiet, the most quiet, peaceful press conference I've ever seen. Uh First
Nobody
off,
around,
PBC,
really.
yeah. First, yeah, nobody around. Like other press conferences, you see the other fighters, the other trainers in the crowd, uh, you know, walking around doing their thing. This press conference was just, you know, mainly the media, uh, and a few recognizable faces. Man, shout out to everybody that was there, the affiliates. No Duck Zone was there. Boxing was Chris was there. Boxing Sauce. There was so many of us in there. But PBC, man. Let me talk to PBC, man.
Talk that shit, brother.
Yo, yeah, because you know we keep it 100 over here in Four Corners is across the board. Ain't no bias with us, and shout to Tank because Tank that's our guy, especially in the ring. You know what I mean? But first off, I ain't never seen a press conference that was supposed to start at 1 and ended up starting at 5. She started at 5, 6 p.m. No gas. That's first. Second, the amenities was horrible, man. Come on, PBC. Y'all niggas was giving niggas chocolate chip cookies and brownies, man. Like, and those was the joints that y'all didn't sell at the game the night before, man.
Those
Like,
shits was from the game
what,
left
yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. What are we doing here, PBC? You know what I'm saying? Like the zone shits, top rank. We went to those shits. Listen, they got a whole kitchen.
Hors
You know what I mean? They got a
d'oeuvres.
buffet. You know what I mean? Yeah, go get your eat on. What type of drink do you want? You want water? You want soda? You want juice? Maybe a beer. These niggas had water and coffee, man.
At least it was essential water.
And yo, that shit there, man. Listen, long story short, it wasn't the most pleasurable press conference, right?
There was no
But
fighters to interview, man. There was
it was
nobody
it was
but
no
Lamont and
interaction.
Tank.
It was the media amongst the media. You know what I mean? That's basically
Real
what that
talk.
was. Shout out to Lamar Roach. So amazing patience and poise because man, let me tell you, if that was me, yo, I would have had a lot of shit to say. But you know when dude showed up, you know. But as far as the press conference goes, oh they're going Marcos right there. But
Marco's
yeah,
back.
yeah, we
Marco, you
just talking about
fighting
the
you fighting the stream, man? You fighting the streams right now?
yeah. Oh, now the audio.
We can't hear you, Mark.
Check
Check
the
your
audio.
audio.
Oh, now the video.
Check the
Yo,
audio. We can't hear you, brother.
yeah. So until we get Marco's audio right, uh,
Get him in there.
the press conference, man, it wasn't great, but Tank did show up, and hey, man, he showed up, and at first, you know, energy was kind of weird. I don't know, he seemed a little down, little spaced out, I guess, to himself, you know, but it slowly picked up in the press conference. And shout the homie from DC that shouted out that 100K bet because
Oh
that
shit.
shit woke Tank right the fuck up. Like that nigga jumped out the seat and started walking towards dude. Like, yo, which one of y'all said that? And
Money
and this is the
talks.
and this is the shit I be trying to explain to people because I don't think
Audio.
nobody
No
else
audio
is.
yet, Marco? We
Yeah,
can't
still no
we
audio.
can't hear you.
Yeah, but one thing I always point out four corners, man, is these press conferences, man. The press conferences show a lot going into a fight. You know what I mean? It shows the demeanor of the fighters, the mentality, the respect level, if there's any at all, et cetera, et cetera. And there was a lot of respect in this press conference, whatever. But for the most part, Tank was real woosah. He was on his zen. He was chilling.
There's a lot going on over there, man. I was
Yeah,
reading a
and that's
lot of
another
news
story. It's
today.
another story. But what I keep trying to explain to these niggas is like, yo, y'all gotta tell y'all family and friends to shut the fuck up sometimes, man. Especially when y'all about to fight one of them dudes. Like Tank is not a regular dude. So you don't want to give him any extra fuel or ammo to want to beat your ass. And that's exactly what this dude did. You know? So now it's like at a point in time, it's like, all right, Lamar might, put up a good fight and da da. Now Tank is on some shit like, yo, ninth round, man.
Y'all
You
hear
know
me
what I'm saying?
now?
Yeah, he called it. He
Oh,
said
you
ninth
go.
round is over.
There, there you go.
Yeah, and I'm taking that bet because that's exactly what he said with Frank Martin. And this is what I keep saying to these niggas, man. Like, yo, you gotta let these sleeping giants lie sometime, man. Let them lie. Let them chill till it's time to fight. Because and it be your fans. There's always the entourage that get their mans caught up in some bullshit. It happens in music, happens in all industries. And this happened. It happened with Spence. His family was talking shit. Nigga Bud said, I'm gonna whip him like my son. And that's exactly what he did. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to the demeanor of these dudes in these press conferences, man. So, long story short, it was an okay press conference. The questioning afterwards was good. Shout out to Tank. He sat around, he took a lot of questions. He was real interactive. He definitely signed the belt and all that. Shout out to Lamar, he signed the belt also. But yeah, as far as the press conference, it was pretty much only that. It wasn't too much work to be done. But of course, Four Corners was in the building. We got the footage, so tune in and check that out. Marcos, you back with us?
Marcos.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We got you now. We
Yeah.
got you.
Shit, crazy. The
So
stream was fighting me, bro. I was hearing what my boy
Exactly.
right here was saying.
Exactly, man. They can't nobody hold you down, man. Yo, listen, you get to walk out the music, you better use that. That's your ring music, man. Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down.
Yo,
Oh no.
that was a great what he was saying because during this time I couldn't speak, right? I was listening. I think that as a fighter you gotta be very conscious of who you surround yourself with, like because you said right, depending on the caliber of fighter that you're fighting, it's like you might just be giving the dude an extra clip, a couple
Ex-
more rounds in the magazine to say
ex-
like, you know what, I wanted to take this dude out, but now I want to take this
Exactly.
dude out times 10. You know?
Exactly, and that's exactly what happened. And like you said, it depends on the caliber of fighter. You know what I mean? And it's a certain level of fighter that you just, you don't give them any extra reason to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You at least want to let them get in the ring, feeling like, I ain't really got nothing against dude or whatever. I ain't got nothing to prove against dude, and you might have a better chance. But like you
Right.
said, if you give them a fucking extension clip, you give them extendo or a 100 round drum, then shit might be overdone quick.
Yeah.
So, but
For
shout out to
sure.
them.
Marco, what do you know about your opponent? Who's your opponent's Friday night? What do you know about him? Have you had any footage on him? You studied them?
To be honest, bro, I just know he's from Las Vegas, Nevada. I think he
Okay.
had a couple MMA fights as well outside of boxing. So he did
Okay.
like pro MMA as well, couple boxing fights. But I'm not the type to really study who I fight, right? Just because you may see something in the clip and you study for that style, and then when you get in the ring, it's a completely different style.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Mm.
yo,
Mm-hmm.
my pops always says, he's like, yo, you don't got to be thinking what he's gonna do to you. You gotta be thinking what you're gonna do to him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Copy.
So
Exactly.
you gotta be ready if he could box, if he could brawl, if he punches hard, fast. You got there's a solution to every problem, bro. So you gotta be well rounded. You just gotta be ready.
Your toolbox gotta be. You gotta have a lot in your toolbox.
Hell yeah.
Well, what you looking to bring outside Friday night, Marco? You going for the KO, man? How many rounds is your fight?
It's a 4 round fight.
Four
Okay.
round fight. Okay.
4 corners.
And your division?
Say that again.
Your division. What weight class you fighting in?
Oh, I fight lightweight, but for this fight I had to bump up the weight, right? Just because it was weird, bro. Like I was getting offered opponents with time and I was like, all right, I'll take this guy. I'm not a picky dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a picky dude, but at the same time, I know how like in boxing you gotta know when to fight who, right? In the first couple of fights, because you're in the building block stages. But bro, like I was like, yeah, I'll accept this guy, and then they turned it down, right? So I was like, damn. And then all of a sudden, they were trying to give me a guy that had like 20 fights, right? And I'm like, it's not the time right now, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Oh, they try to line you.
Try
They
to
don't
yeah,
know.
line you
They don't
up.
know you from NY though. They don't know.
yeah,
Like you can't line the NY. You know what I'm saying? Like nah.
yeah. So I had to bump up basically to 140. So I'm fighting 139 this fight.
Okay, okay. You comfortable?
Yeah,
You feeling comfortable there?
super, bro.
That's why you
I'm
just had that
short.
steak. That's why you just
That's
had that steak. It's like it's
right.
nothing. It's
Hell
nothing
yeah.
now. I ain't even got to go down too many pounds.
Yo, y'all look at if y'all met Pitbull Cruz in person or no?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes,
Yo,
yes.
y'all seen how little homie mad short, right? But he mad wide, like his head look
Yeah,
big as
yeah.
hell, son.
Hell yeah.
That shit look like the sphere MSG.
uh,
Facts.
So yo, like little homie's like he's shorter than me. He like 5'1", but bro, dude walks around heavy. He's got a lot of dense muscle. So like I know, bro, like how my body's built. That 139, I'm comfortable with it.
That's what's
okay.
up. That's what's up. Yep.
This the highest you ever fought?
Yeah, yeah. In the pros, in
Okay.
the pros.
In the pros. And how many in your amateur days? How many fights you had in the amateurs? How many years you spent in the amateurs?
I had 85 fights with a record of 80 wins and 5 losses.
Okay.
Okay.
Roughly
Okay.
about there. Roughly about there.
All right.
And on the amateur
And
since I was 8 years old, bro.
So
All the
see,
way
this is
to
the thing. This is the thing. So as people also have to understand. This is when you in the amateurs and you have that many fights and such a record. Your professional record when you come in, your 2-0 is more than just two. You know what I mean? It's like, they know that you're not regular, just turning professional straight out the street. Like this is an amateur. This is you have foundation and all that too. It's similar when Lomachenko came and his second fight was a title fight or whatever. It's
right, right.
because his third. It's because he already had 400 fucking amateur fights. He's a two-time gold medalist, so he don't have to go through the same path as the normal. Just coming off the training and turning professional. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
for sure, bro, for sure. And I think that, like, honestly, bro, like the amount of fights that I have is like little compared to a lot of these other guys. These other guys have 150,
yeah.
170. Like,
hmm
big shout out to my boy Edgar Berlanga. Yo, I grew up with homies since we were small.
Shout out
And
to shout out to
EB.
EB.
yo, and I want to let it be known, he a good dude outside the ring too, bro. Great person.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely. We met him a few times. He definitely shows his love every time.
Yeah, great person, but do the beast in the ring. Ely had like 150 fights, bro, as an amateur. So that just goes to show.
Yeah,
That's what
definitely.
it is.
Hey, yo, what's
That's
up,
what
man?
it is.
What's up, my guys?
Clarence in
Didn't
the
even know I was
Duck
on.
building.
Jones,
Good,
yo,
Mike.
Norbs, what up, man?
What
What's
up?
Norbs
What
up,
in
up?
the
man?
What's going on, y'all?
building.
Yeah, man, what up? Y'all look tired, man. What's up, man? It's been a long day, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Clarence just left the press conference. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
just now. Yeah, just now. My son
Nah,
Clarence
I
was
got the, I got the, I got the itis. I just cooked for the wife, so I got the itis, and we both she sleep already, so
yeah, made I had to make up for that thing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I know it. I be knowing.
You soft like me,
pretty
dog.
much.
Crazy.
Yo,
Pretty
big bro
much.
knows. What up with you though, man? How you doing, bro?
Chilling, man. I feel dude right now. You got to my wife be doing the same thing. I got to cook for her and all that, bro.
Yeah, man. Fuck it, man. Fuck
Yeah,
it, though, man. We got
y'all
good
got me in
brothers in
trouble
here. We got
yesterday.
some good brothers in our chat. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Check it out, fellas. We got my boy Marcos Payas in the building too.
Yeah.
Another
Good, brother.
professional fighter.
Bro,
He's going
homie,
to
everything
What
fight
up,
good? Nice
champ?
to
What's
meet you.
good? What's good?
Brian
What's good,
Knuckles
champ?
down in the
Chilling, bro.
Melrose Ballroom in Queens. He's going to his third fight.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That's this week,
any
right?
questions y'all have, y'all can ask him.
I mean, going into your third fight, right? Like, I mean, I don't. I'm just gonna spring like this. Like, so you signed to a major promoter, or like, how does that work right now for you?
No, so right now I'm independent, right? I'm a free agent. But we're in the process, right, to definitely look for like a manager, more than a promoter, like a manager, right? But whatever makes sense, you know. But I'm independent right now, just looking to put on a good show on Friday, because if you perform well, then you catch people's attention, you catch people's
Yeah.
eyes, and then something come about it, you know.
What,
My fault. I was.
no, I was gonna ask, what gym you come out of in New York?
Oh man, that's a good question, because what gym don't I belong to? Me and my pops moved from location to location, right? We're kind of a little discreet with everything we do, so
That's,
train from
Okay.
gym to gym.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, Norbs, you was gonna say something else?
Oh no, I was just saying, how difficult like is it to maneuver as an independent fighter? Like, so a lot of fighters that are signed always have more of an advantage over you guys because a lot of pros, right, that are let's
Hmm.
signed, most professionals don't have a big deal, right? So a
Right.
lot of guys got jobs. I read somewhere where Canelo said he was working 3 jobs at 19 and still a pro. How much of an advantage is that over someone like yourself that doesn't have a deal right now? Like, how do you maneuver through that?
Oh, super, bro. I mean, boxing essentially, bro. Like for all the people that are on the outside and can't really see like the behind the scenes, boxing as a boxer, that should really be your only job, right? Like
Yeah.
just train, eat, sleep, box. But
Hmm.
the reality is that money don't grow on trees, bro. And none of us got the overnight ticket for the most part, right?
Yeah.
So we gotta find ways to generate this bread, and support ourselves. But yeah, having a promoter or manager that's investing into you, that's getting you deals outside of boxing, super important, bro. Cause aside from fighting, you gotta be marketable, man. You gotta be able to sell, you know.
Yeah.
So it definitely, bro, it's a major boost. But also, when you gotta get it out the mud, you gotta get creative with it, man. You gotta put on good performances and just learn how to sell yourself and market yourself.
It's
Um,
You mentioned Edgar Berlanga, and he had actually made a comment recently, maybe about a couple months back, where he said none of the promoters wanted to rock with him, and he had to fight through all that and knock everybody out for like 16 straight fights before real money was really thrown at him. That's why I'm asking. Like, it's got to be frustrating, man. And you know,
Edgar was in the King's Theater for quite a while. You got
yeah,
what is it? Valdejo, Josue Vargas,
mm,
um, what's this
Borrego.
other? All these guys got the deal before him. All these guys were at Top Rank already on
yeah,
PBC.
Mhm.
Hitchens got the TNT Floyd deal. Like everybody coming out of New York really at the time was on. And finally when Top Rank picked him up, he was like 9-0, 10-0.
Somewhere
And then
around there, yeah.
he went on that streak right there. Like he was already on the streak, but
yeah.
then he got the streak televised, right? ESPN Plus. Then he started making his headlines, undercards, and look where it took him. And not to discredit anybody else, but look where they are, and look where he is at.
Absolutely. And yo,
He
y'all listen to 50 Cent, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Y'all listen to the song Many Men, right? It says, I'm the diamond of the dirt that ain't been found, right?
Bro, you
That's
look like
how
you
it
like
is.
17 though, bro. How you know about 50, bro? You like
Oh, bro, I'm an old soul in a young man's body, my boy.
I hear you. I hear you.
I was expecting some drill music lyrics from you, dog. I didn't.
Yeah,
Nah, that means that
Nah,
means
Nah,
he
but
but
that means he
Marcos.
more official. He more official. He got that 50. Yeah, that's what's up.
but
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
up.
that's how it is for a lot of fighters, dude. It's like I feel like there's so many great fighters, right, that are unheard of, right? Just because they don't got that major support. But you gotta keep chipping away and chipping away. And I'm a person that loves to use examples, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you got a brick wall, right? And you got a sledgehammer, and you're hitting the brick wall, bah, 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 and you feel like it's never gonna come down, right? You're like, yo, this shit ain't working. But then you give up, right? And then a little girl comes and leans on the brick wall, and the brick wall falls, right? You're like, shit, what'd she do? Nah, it's that what ended up happening is that you gave up too early. So
Yeah.
sometimes you might be this close, right? I don't see what the camera's not even letting me do this, but you could be this close to reaching the goal, but because you didn't persist and you gave up when you got tired, then you didn't reach it, you know? That's when it matters the most.
No, I mean that's a good point, and it's kind of crazy though too, because I just got off interviewing Iceman Scully, right?
Mm,
And you're talking about making it, right? And he was telling me what it takes mentally to be a boxer, and when he was breaking it down to me, it was crazy because one, you got to be persistent, like you said, right? The
mm,
money's not there at first, so when you buy, like if you're in the NFL, you get drafted, you become a pro, you get paid.
right.
You come pro and 90%, 99% of the guys don't get paid. So like the mentality of being in the ring, dealing with all that stuff is crazy, bro. And
Boxing, yeah. Boxing, see, that's because see, boxing is literally the wild, wild west. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying? It has no hierarchy, so to say, no necessary structure
yeah,
of governing, right? And we all know that started because the mob started the shit.
yeah,
And they still, you know what I'm saying, some shit they just not gonna let go of. You know what I'm saying? Like sanitation. So I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is with boxing, right? But that's why, in the same sense, just to throw something else out there, is gotta respect the turkey dude, because without necessarily having to say, yo, I'm the president of, or
yeah,
I'm the CEO of. You know what I mean? Without the necessary title, everybody's maintaining their titles, you know what I'm saying, of their specific organizations, and he's just providing the umbrella, the financial umbrella,
yeah,
to be like, yo, let's get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? So, it works to a sense, especially with Turkey. Sort of like combining these promoters and getting them to understand, like, yo, y'all ain't even got to worry about the bread, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And it's loosening up the shackles on these big fights. We got that new card that just came out with the Bevo, and that shit look crazy. Shakur Stevenson Schofield card. That shit gonna be bonanzas, you know. But that's the type of shit that only can happen when it's like it feels like nobody's taking off each other's plate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like when the promoters or the fighters, it always comes off with that sense of, nah, man, like I should get more, I should get a bigger piece of the slice. You know what I mean? But now it's like, man, listen, you want to fight? You want to fight? There's pies for everybody. You know what I'm saying? What type of pie
Let's
you
get
want? You
it
know what I'm saying? You want pepperoni?
on.
You want thin crust? You want fucking handmade? Like what type of slice you need, man? You
Except
know what I'm saying?
pineapple, because pineapple on pizza is disgusting.
Oh,
That shit is
oh,
Nah,
oh,
don't
disgusting.
do that. Don't do that, son. Not with the
Uno,
jalapenos, nigga.
You
Nah,
hungry or
son.
something, man?
Nah. But anyways, yo, X. What we
Yo,
got next on the? What we got next? Up on the to talk about.
just
We want to talk about the fellas.
I wanted to ask Marcos, now that we talking about Turkey, and he as much as he's a fighter, Marcos is at every fight as well, bro. Like he's in somebody's locker room putting in some work as well. And what do you think, Marcos? What do you think about the splash that Turkey Al Sheikh has made on the sport of boxing? You think it's a good one? You think it can get better, or he's doing too much? Like, what's up?
I think, there's taste for everybody, right? So what I mean by that is like, it all depends on how you see it, right? If we look at it from like a financial standpoint, oh, it's excellent, because fighters are getting paid good bread, and that turkey money. No one arguing about fighting on a Riot season card, Inoue just he's gonna get paid a pretty good bag. I'm assuming, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. They gave anyway upfront millions.
Oh, up
Yeah,
front,
yeah.
yeah.
He's an ambassador.
Right.
He's
He's
an
an
ambassador.
ambassador.
Take this 12 million just to be an ambassador.
Damn,
Now, but if
ambassador.
we look at it from like a different point of view, it can be a little detrimental, bro, like harmful, because it turns into a monopoly of sorts. He just bought Ring Magazine, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what happens with a monopoly in the beginning. It's like, yo, everything's nice because everything's cheap, and then all of a sudden, whoop, there's only one person in control. So it could be
Hmm.
dangerous for the sport. So it
How
all
long we been
depends how you
talking about
see
that,
it.
right?
Real talk. That's real
We've been
talk.
talking about that for a minute, but in the same sense, right? I can understand that if it was more on some Bogart, on some, I can understand that, right? But
Yeah.
it's a
It's
lot
friendly. It's
different when he's
friendly
bringing them to the
extortion right
table.
now. It's
Yeah,
friendly
he's bringing them.
extortion right now.
He's bringing them to the table, and they signing over. It's not
Yeah.
like he's saying, "Yo, give it up." It's like they saying, "All right,
Yeah, but
everybody has a price." They on their
he has,
Ted DiBiase shit.
he has to bring
Ah,
it to the table. He can't sign the fighters without those promoters because at least
Exactly. That's
look
what
what
I'm
just
saying. So
happened
it's not.
look what just happened with Oscar and Ryan. Oscar was like, "Yo, bro, like, y'all do know y'all gonna pay me for using Ryan
Mm-hmm,
Garcia in Japan." He
mm-hmm.
has to include them, but to his point, it could be a detriment, but it could be a positive if they kind of try to make it like the NFL, where all those promotional companies become franchises and they share revenue. If
Absolutely.
like
One
that,
hand helps the other.
yeah.
Can I ask a question though? Let
What's
me
up?
ask this question though. Even if it did become that, right?
Yes.
What are we complaining about?
I'm
Right.
gonna
What would be the complaint? I'm just curious because now we getting the fights that we want. Check. Everybody's getting paid the money they want. Check.
Right.
So is it because it'll be dude from over there?
I
What
think,
would be
bro,
the problem?
to be quite honest, I think that for some people that's what it is, bro. Some people
Yeah,
just
it'll be.
don't want to admit it, right? Some people
Yeah,
don't want to
that's what it
admit
would
it.
come down to, right?
And
money.
yeah, bro, like some people don't want to admit it, or it's
It'll
like,
come-
or like the fans that are on the couch with the controller eating a bag of potato chips. Yo, he could have thrown 3 more left hooks. Yeah, everybody's got an opinion on the outside, but like you said, all right, everything's checked off on the list. What's the problem, right?
shout
because we
out to
argue,
Boxing
we do
Sauce.
get upset.
Shout out to Johnny. Shout
We get
out to
upset that
Lolo's
these dudes don't
Boxing
want
in
to
the
fight.
chat.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
go
We get
ahead,
upset
Uno.
that these dudes don't want to fight, right? But then the behind the scenes of it is, the shady shit with the money, the splits, the percentages.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he's coming in and making these promoters in the way, he's keeping them on their heels. Like, listen,
Yep.
if y'all don't, these fighters is gonna be quick to come to a VR season. They're gonna
Yep.
be quick to, you know what I'm saying? So he's not even trying to come in as a promoter right now. He's providing, the overall the umbrella. They don't want this nigga to come out
Yeah.
with some dude that's his promoter now. You know what
No,
I'm
but he
saying?
could. He
You
could
Yo,
feel
be.
me?
let's be straight
He
up.
could be the how do you say in UFC the
Dana
owners
White,
Dana
are
White.
no the owners or the real owners.
Oh, yeah.
the brothers,
Yeah,
right?
You don't hear from them. They in the background. They drop the
yeah.
bag, and Dana runs it all. So Turkey's playing kind of
Yo,
that role. The
the
only thing is that we're
contracts,
seeing him.
I don't know
Let the
about that.
promoters do what they doing.
She
Let the
said, I don't know
promoters do
the
about
what
that.
they doing.
contracts, the
But
contracts are
let's
signed though. This is what I'm saying. He's not bogarting these niggas though.
He
what
kind of
you
That's
is
don't
that's
know.
what I'm
though.
saying.
What you
He
don't know,
kind of is
Los.
They
though.
signing the paper with him.
They're
Bro, let me ask you
willing.
a
They
They're
question.
conscious of what they're
No,
doing.
bro. You wilding right now. He
Who?
definitely is Bogarting though. Look at
He's
what happened with Bob Arum and Jared Anderson. You think Bob wanted to put him in front of the dude? He gave him a
Nah,
little
he
bit of
didn't.
more money. Bob was like, nah, because we try to build you up, right? He seen the check. He
Mhm.
looked at Bob. He looked at the check. He looked at Bob. See you later, Bob. He
but then
Bogarting
again,
that
but the,
situation.
Nigga took
Oh,
the
let's
money.
go later.
but then again, it's the damn if you do, damn if you don't, right? Boxing is
Yeah.
harder to please. Boxing fans are harder to please than your lady at home. You just cooked dinner, you did the whole
Ah,
damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like boxing fans are harder to please than your lady at home, because if
Yeah.
Jared Anderson continues to be built up, right, quote unquote,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, he's taking too long. When we gonna see him in a real fight? When we gonna see him fight somebody official? And Marcos was just explaining something like that, where he was offered a fighter who was already 20 plus fights
Yeah.
and he's like, nah, hold on a second. I'm gonna take my time with my career and I'm gonna get right
Exactly.
before I
Yeah.
step up
And what
there.
did
But then
your
again,
ex? What did Big Baby always say?
say it again.
Your ex, what did Big Baby always say? I'm just here to get the bag,
Yeah, he's been
Yeah, but
saying that for a
now,
minute.
bro, but see,
right? He been saying that, right? So he
but
saw the
that,
opportunity to get the bag,
yeah,
and he went for it.
he
He
did.
did that.
And now his bag is about to shrink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
but that's
problem.
on him.
Yeah,
That's
I
on him,
mean,
though.
the bag will never go away as long as you're consistent. See, like I have a problem with that he's not back in the ring. Like, look at Madrimov. Like Madrimov hasn't even fought December 21st yet, and they scheduling
And
him
he
for
already
February
signed up for another one.
22nd.
yeah, but he had
So
a good fight. Jared Anderson got the brakes beat off of him, dog.
Nah, but he
that
fought
doesn't
good. He
mean that
just fought
doesn't
a
mean you
monster,
can't
no?
that doesn't mean you can't bounce back. That
I,
doesn't
Bro,
look at Danny Dubois. He
I'm
got
gonna
the
leave.
Hold
brakes beat
on.
out of him twice.
We
I'm gonna
can't
put my
act like
little
Dubois,
2
Jared
cents in
Anderson.
he's
this.
First
heavyweight
off,
champion now.
I'm
Jared
gonna put my
Anderson got off the mat, right? He showed hard grit, but he was hitting Bacoli with some shit too. That a lot of the other heavyweights he probably would have put out. It's just
Chris, we're
Bacoli, but
gonna get you in
holy
here in a second,
Bacoli, man.
Chris.
Holy Bacoli. But yeah, Marcos, I thought you wanted to say something?
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna put my 2 cents into this. I think homie right here said it good. Like, like he was giving him a fight too. Like, he was it's not like he was just taking shit from him. But X made a good point too, is like a loss doesn't necessarily define you. You can come back, right?
Exactly.
But here's the honest truth, bro. Like, as a fighter and
be
as
honest,
being
brother.
on the
Preach.
business side, right, of it. Yo, in this boxing shit, uh, there used to be a point in time where you could have 5, 10 losses, bro. People didn't care
Facts.
as long as you put on entertaining fights, right? You,
Facts.
you get
Thunder Gotti,
opportunities,
look at Thunder Gotti.
right?
Yeah.
Prime example.
Those are called our gatekeepers now. I mean, the
But
gatekeepers.
Bro,
You know what
but there's, despite him being a great fighter, right? And I never met him in person, but someday I will. Like, Floyd, great fighter, dude. Smart businessman. But the Floyd Mayweather effect, where it's like, yo, you got to keep your O, bro. It messed up
That shit
boxing so
fucked up
bad
boxing.
Yeah.
because
Because you know why too, Marcos? Because
yeah,
his O got combined with the business. His O came with the bag. So
right.
it almost equates with each other now. It's like the longer I keep my O, the more money I, you know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah,
where I think got fucked up at it the
but
most
that's
too.
But
also
look how
more so for
Floyd
the American fighters.
But look how
Because
Floyd kept his O. He fought them all. He wasn't
And he,
yeah.
and
fighting.
he
He
and,
wasn't fighting fucking a fucking C class fighter every night out. Regardless if he fought the guys early, whether he fought them late. You know how people talk about, oh, he
yeah,
fought everybody when they was old, whatever the
He
case may
fought the
be.
Yeah.
best.
He fought the
yeah,
best.
but hold on, X. But to Marco's point, it did mess it up because
It did.
I mean, look, come on, let's be real. I know all y'all love Javante, right? Javante don't want to be great. He want to be rich. There's a difference.
yeah,
He
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to
yeah,
take
yeah,
the
yeah.
risk. He
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
lose his own. There's a difference between a Javante and and a Canelo, right?
yeah. Big,
Let's be real.
yeah. That's this new generation. That's this
But
new
but
generation of fighters
but
for the
even to
most
add to
part.
his point, look at Devin Haney. Before Devin Haney fought Ryan Garcia, every commentator was calling him the future, the best. Eddie Hearn was like, "This is the future." He lost. Eddie Hearn don't even know his name. Can't even get tickets to the fight. Like, this is just real shit.
Yo,
But
y'all,
look why. Go ahead, Marcos.
y'all ever seen the movie The Godfather?
Yes.
Yo,
Yeah.
you heard?
Of course.
Remember when Michael Corleone was like, "It's not personal, it's just business,"
This is
right?
business. Yeah.
Right.
Look,
That's what boxing is, bro. It's like at the end of the day, you don't want to lose in your investment, so you're not gonna invest in something that you're not making money off. If it's like if you're losing, bro, there's no reason to invest. It's the cold truth.
and look what a lot. I mean, this is the fighters of today. You know what they do. Like, what does Devin Haney do? He takes to social media and he starts running and going at Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's not gonna rub anybody, right? Whatever happened, whatever's going on, y'all could talk about that on y'all time.
Yeah.
between y'all.
Yeah,
Keep that shit out of. Well, you
but
putting
That's
hey,
a
it
no.
and
you
putting
gotta
it out there for
realize
everybody.
too. You gotta
Clarence,
realize.
let me ask you, Clarence, legacy
No.
or the bag, or do you have a certain percentage where you can split those both and make a great boxing career? Legacy or the bag?
Yeah. I mean, the legacy is important to me. The bag is gonna come with it. I'm gonna get the bag regardless. But I want that legacy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the bag. You know what I mean? Like Uno said, this generation is just different. To hear fighters say that I don't care about legacy and I just want the money. I mean, it's just crazy to me. But I can't judge these fighters. But when I hear that, I go, I want legacy. The money's gonna come
See,
regardless.
your name is Clarence. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's all good. No. Yeah.
No, no, no.
Oh, my fault. Yo, we mad rude. Yo, Clarence, meet Norbs.
How you
Yeah,
Norbs,
I've
doing?
seen
that's
those
brother
before. I
Clarence.
just never got to. I seen them
Nah,
up
we
in
never
the
been
before,
in.
but I never got to talk with them. What's up,
God
bro?
damn, we horrible hosts, man.
Nah,
My
it's all
fault,
good.
man.
Hey, yo, Chris said drop the link.
Chris, we gonna get you
Clarence,
up in
I
here.
gotta, I
What's
gotta
There's
up?
only
address what
five. There's only be. I think it only could be five at a time.
I
All
want to
right,
address.
cool. Right.
I want to address what Clarence just said. Right. So I interviewed just maybe like an hour or two ago. I interviewed Iceman Scully, right, and we were talking about Javante, right. And Javante said basically he don't care about the belts, but he would care about the money, right? Now, Iceman Scully has a foundation where I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, I just went to one. I just went to one of his events. He just did.
So the reason he does that shit, right, is because a lot of fighters the damage throughout their careers and don't got a
Yes,
pot
sir.
to listen. This is facts. He sells gloves. He sells all types of shit just
Belts.
to support these fighters. So I
Yep.
get what you're saying with legacy, but legacy don't pay the bills, bro. A lot of these cats, bro. I think Wilfredo Benitez, right, one of the greatest Puerto Rican fighters of all time, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
just taking care of
Definitely.
his sister. He can't. He
Yeah.
don't got no bread.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you listen to what I said, you're gonna get the money regardless. If you're making smart moves, if you're making smart investments, going to get a house and 8 chains and 5 cars,
That
that
shit
shit
ain't
doesn't
it.
mean anything. The
Yeah,
money
but
is
then
going to come.
also with that though, I mean, yeah, but even with that, you gotta understand chasing legacy. Sometimes you might
No, I'm
take the
not
short
chasing.
end of.
I'm not gonna chase legacy. It's gonna be right there for me. All I got to do is go to it. The money is going to come. See, the thing is, everybody's not understanding. This shit is very simple if you just take your time and use your mind. It's very simple. The
100%.
business is the business. The business could be shady and it could be difficult. It's because everybody's not moving smart. This shit
No,
is very simple. It's
but
very
you got
simple.
but you got to also remember, bro. Yeah, you could chase, you can add that. But I didn't even get to finish with the Benitez shit. He can't even take care of himself, like physically, because
Yeah, I
of the
know.
impact, the
Yeah.
injuries. That's why I
Yo,
feel for Javante. A lot of people are kind of jumping on him, but I'm like, yo, bro, if you got kids, right? And this is something that bugged me out what he said. And I don't know if anybody's seen what he said about him going to therapy, right? And him
Mm-hmm.
having
Yeah,
to become somebody else in order to be great. You ever heard of method actors?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He becomes
Yeah.
that character
You
and can't
become the
break the
character. They
character.
stay in the set. Yeah, they stay
That's
in.
what Javante
Macho
is.
Man Randy
Yeah,
Savage.
exactly. He doesn't want to be that character no more because he got kids. And you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They see that.
Of
So it's
course.
like being a boxer and he's a professional boxer, you gotta have a different mentality. Iceman Scully told me that he's fighting dudes. He couldn't wait. Like he hurt somebody real bad and he wanted him to get up because he wanted to kill him. That's what he was saying, bro. Like that's a different type of mentality. Like you gotta have that in you in order to be able to do it. And I respect Javante for saying what he said, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm not even a big Javante fan. But
Nah,
it's
Also,
valid.
I
also,
respect it too
What?
because it's it's the truth. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like people sometimes expect these, like you said, no, it's like they expect the character. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's the thin line between understanding that these niggas they look like superheroes when they doing what they do best. You know what I'm saying? But they live normal lives too, in a sense. You know what I mean? So that's why I was saying, even at the press conference, his whole energy coming
Yeah.
into the shit, like
Crazy.
he ain't have no entourage, wasn't a bunch of people with him. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean, he just seemed like I don't know, he was there, but he wasn't there type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
yo, I I
Yeah.
think there's a fine line with legacy and chasing the bag, right? Like Clarence said, right? Like you go after the legacy, the glory, then the money's a byproduct of it, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, like I said, this business is so simple, but it's so complex at the same time
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
you gotta know when to go after the legacy. Like in my belief, right? And it's just how I look at it, is that while you're young, man, screw the bag, bro. It's like fight to want to be a world champion and have your name remembered, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously as you get older, is let's say you're 34, right? Bro, like, you know, you gotta risk it for the biscuit, bro. You gotta take that risk. You're gonna get paid $15 million for a fight and you know you're on your way out. In my opinion, it's about security at that point. But when you're young, bro, nah, screw the money. You gotta go after legacy is what you gotta go after.
See, but
Yeah.
then
Bottom
also
line.
think about this though. Think about this though, because now this what this generation is doing. They saying that if I could get 20 million at 25
I'm done.
and secure that for the
Yeah.
fan, you know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
I mean,
then
that's what Jerry just did, but you see what that shit cost his ass. It
yeah,
cost him.
but my thing is I don't think it cost them nothing though, because I think first off, boxing wise, he needed a lesson. He needed to understand, like, especially in his class. He's a small heavyweight for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So in his class, as much talent as he has, as much skill as he has, he you know what I mean he dared to be great. And
Yeah,
also
yeah,
in that fight, he did well. Like people understand, like it wasn't like he was hitting
yeah,
dude too.
yeah.
And he dude that's Bacoli, like he's huge. There's a reason other heavyweights don't fight dude. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
but
Yeah.
So
he learned his lesson, like you said, Uno, because you saw throughout the build up to that fight. It was a
yeah,
lot
all
of
that
it was
extra
a
shit. And that's why I talk about the press
Yo,
conferences and all
hold on.
that shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like he learned his ass. He
Yo,
learned his
X,
ass, right? But also with this though, let's take the positives. The positives is he went in there and he fought back. He didn't just lay down, he
Sponsor.
got up 3 times. You know what I'm
yeah,
Yo,
saying?
my
yeah.
So
guys, sorry to cut you off. I gotta do this weight cut now, so now I am going to leave you guys.
all right, man. Yo, Marcos, we
All right,
appreciate
yeah.
you, man.
Marcos,
Anytime you want to come on.
Friday night.
Hey,
We'll
Marco
be
ain't
good
leaving
luck,
back in
because
the
of
man.
that.
ring.
Marco not leaving
Marcos
because of that. He leaving
Paez,
because
baby.
X started dancing with that pole in his hand. That's why he
I
leaving,
appreciate
bro.
all of you guys, man.
Hey,
Clarence, what's your name, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Norris. Nice to meet you, bro.
Norris. You, bro? What again?
Uno.
Clarence.
Uno and
Uno.
X. I appreciate all you. You know, thank you for the time, and definitely we're gonna get back on Four
All
Corners.
right,
Let's get
bro.
this
You have
money
a
on
good
Friday,
one.
baby.
My
All
guy.
right, man. Be
Marcos, do
Look,
easy.
your
man.
thing, man. Blessings to you Friday night, man. Bring home the victory. You know we rocking with you all day, every day, brother.
You
Thank
ready,
you for
bro?
joining us.
Yo, X, man,
Yo,
you can't do it
Norbs.
no more, bro.
Yo, listen, I'm doing some ceiling fan cleaning over here, man. Get your mind out the gutter, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
Yo,
check it.
dude, this dude right here, B.
No,
My
Yeah,
bad, Chris. That shit was funny,
say
right?
damn
going
X.
going to picking up on what you were saying, Norbs, with beneath that shit. I know that people, if you haven't heard, Israel Vasquez has just passed
Yeah, he
away
just passed away with cancer.
in
Yeah,
a battle with
Yeah.
cancer, right?
All right,
And
peace.
a few weeks ago on Clapback Thursday, Oscar De La Hoya went at the sport of boxing.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, everybody is his family's asking to help them raise some money so he could have battled. Maybe we could have saved him. Oscar was like, I'll donate 25K myself out this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is where boxing does need these type of fucking pensions. This is where boxing is whack. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yo, Chris,
this
pull up,
man,
Chris.
we got hit up just to get him in the link.
Oh no, not that boxing with Chris, not that guy. Lord
You know,
Jesus.
boxing, we maybe look, it could have chucking everybody, so many millionaires in this shit. So many just making so much money, and he couldn't put up a couple $dollars to help this man battle this cancer. A man that put it all on the line every time, blood and guts
It's these
warrior.
bullshit organizations. It's these belts, man. Because these
No,
niggas tax niggas to even have the belt. Where's the money going, man? You know what I'm
It's
saying?
it's
Like,
it's like
hopefully
Norb said.
Hopefully Turkey does something about that, man.
It's like Norb
Hopefully,
said. I go to a lot of these charity events where I've seen Junior Jones, Aaron Barkley. I've seen so many guys, right, that we watch coming up, and I look at them and I see their movements and all, and I just go, it's an honor and pleasure to see them, but just to know what they going through,
Yeah, it's
it's
the same.
messed up.
Yeah.
I listened to Michael Moore the day that he got inducted into the Hall of Fame, he had did an interview with somebody, and he says, "Man, I'm broke.
Facts.
I don't have nothing. I'm barely making it." That shit hurt. I'm sitting there like, damn. And you can
But
see the pain in his eyes. He like, I'm barely making it. And
a
I'm just
lot of
like, yo,
these
this shit is
guys,
crazy.
a lot of these guys fucked up their bag back in the day as well. You know, a lot of these guys were on drugs. A lot of these guys party like rock stars. Our throwback fighters that we love so much that we want to fucking compare and say these fighters today don't compare nothing to, were also not as smart as today's fighters neither. You know what I'm saying? They might not have the guts. Today's fighters might not have the guts in the ring, but they got the brains a little something
Yeah,
more. They invest a little bit better. Some get the bag and go. Like
yeah.
Chino Maidana. Chino Maidana came through. He
Oh,
put it on. He took his L's. He bounced back. He got a Broner fight, 2 Floyd fights, and said, "Good night, ladies and
that's it.
gentlemen. I will not be getting punched in the face no longer." And you
Exit
can't
the
knock it.
building.
You can't knock it.
Yeah,
Danny
As much as
Garcia, too. Danny Garcia is one of my favorite ones. You got his
Danny's good.
barbershop, clothing
Yeah.
line. Oh man, like
Real
he's
estate,
doing it big.
automobile shops, all
Yeah.
like he's doing a little
Danny
bit
ain't
of
never got to
everything.
throw a punch or take a punch if he don't want to. No more.
yeah. I mean, but at the same time, though, bro, like you gotta realize too is a lot of these cats get in the boxing as kids. A lot of them is really kids, and
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like again, it's like if you go to the NBA, bro, you go to the NFL, you seeing money. Most boxers ain't seeing money until they get a really, really big fight. Like you might be 30 fights in before you get a real bag.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Look at Tio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Theo
And then
complaining every day. He still don't got a bag.
facts. And
Mm-hmm.
that's something that's really concerning. And
Yeah, but see, that's the thing also, because now it's like, okay, so who's your team, right? Because it's also about a team, right?
yeah,
And sometimes these fighters think they know more than, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's like if you on the NBA team, you know, the championship teams, everybody know they role. They don't mind playing their role. That's not saying that if and when you get the opportunity, if somebody get hurt, then your role might, step. You might gain more opportunity in your role to do
yeah,
more. But within this construction, nigga, this is what you do, right? So sometimes it comes down to the fact that the fighters want to surround themselves with people that's gonna be like, whatever you want to do, champ, or however you want to do it, champ. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that structure where it's like, all right, you focus on being the fighter, you focus on being the trainer, you focus on, you know what I'm saying? Like we could come to the table collectively
yeah.
when it comes to business, but as far as understanding the approach to it, the contracts and all of that, I don't think a fighter, especially these young fighters, should even have to be worrying about that. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
that should be something that should be the least of their worries, especially as these young fighters trying to come up, trying to get to championship fights. A lot of these niggas is worrying about a bag and they ain't even have a championship fight yet. You
Yeah,
know
Yeah,
Gotta
what I'm
give
saying?
exactly.
credit. Gotta give credit right there when you say that, Uno. You gotta give credit to the Mayweather team, right? Like,
Come
yeah, the
on, that's what I'm
whole
saying.
everybody knew their role, and yeah, people could say, "Oh, he got a lot of people he take care of, this, that, and the third." But guess what?
He could do
When that
that.
man said, we out to the club, we out to the club. When he said we out to the gym, we out to the gym.
Hmm.
Everybody, everywhere
Yeah,
we going on
everybody,
the road work, we going on road work, and
everybody.
They
everybody
did
from the one
though.
that held the
Eh,
towel to Roger
Yeah,
Mayweather in his
They did.
corner,
yeah.
they did their part in keeping that
They
man
did.
motivated to continue to deliver them victories.
And what people don't understand, like that hard work and dedication shit is real. Floyd don't drink, he don't smoke.
I
If he
lost. What's
party,
up, Morty?
he's drinking water. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of dedication that goes into it. And these young fighters want everything that comes with that status
yeah.
without, you know.
But the problem is this, bro. Yeah, you can say that, right? Floyd got to the bag after he ended up getting his opportunity with Gotti, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
There's like
saying. He put his
90,
work
bro.
in.
You know how many professional boxers are in the world? How many are globally? You're
Nigga,
probably
it's
looking at 100,000
astronomical.
athletes, bro. You would say maybe maybe out of that, maybe 50 of them fighters are seeing real money.
If that.
Real talk, if that.
If that.
You know how crazy that is?
If that.
And this
That's
is
why
what
they're going to see Turkey. They trying to get it. That's why they're going to see
If
Turkey.
that. But also, like you said, Norbs, this is the thing too.
Yeah.
People only remember Money Man. Nobody talks about Pretty Boy.
Oh, 100%.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So in
Yeah.
the same sense, it's like what we say with same shit you said with Canelo. It's like people could get mad at now in his career. Canelo is not like same thing with Floyd when he's fighting Andre Bertos and da. It's like as mad as y'all could be, this man gave everything to the sport, literally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did that
It's
already.
different
Did
when
that already.
you know what I mean? It's different when, like you say, Norbs, and Tank is my guy too. But the knock on it, on a lot of these fights, who did you fight? Who have you beaten, right? But at least these fighters, those fighters, could say, even if they lost, Canelo lost to Floyd. You know what I'm saying? He lost to a future nigga, Bivol, that just fought. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, even in their losses, they fighting them niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas...
Their L's are better than some of these guys' biggest victories, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
How my loss is better than your best victory.
Exactly. And a
That's
lot of the
crazy.
dudes that lose to those top fighters, if you think about, look at Pitbull, he lost to Tank, right? His career took off. At the end of his career, his resume is going to be stupid, even with his losses.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it goes both ways, and it made him a star too. Also, you know what I mean, where he could get a bag. So it like I think last time we was on, you were saying you gotta fight fight the names. You know what I mean, got to be a name on the
Fight
card.
names.
Because as much as a dude might have a belt, if the name don't go with the belt,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, you just winning the belt. You becoming the champion, but what does it say later on when they look back at it and on the resume and you beat? You know what I mean? He
It
had the
just
belt.
That's very similar to Adrian Broner's career. How did you say that? Adrian Broner, 4-division champion, and it sounds great, but really, who did he beat? Who did he beat, man? And I love the Cam, man. That was my guy when he was on, but his
You already
best
know.
victory is Antonio DeMarco. And
Mhm.
that's it, because Paulie Malignaggi, right? He beat Paulie Malignaggi. That's probably his best victory for real. You know, his other division titles, those shits were fucking against guys I can't remember their names. You know, he might be the most overrated 4-division champion in boxing history. Honestly, who did he beat?
All right, yo, hold on. First off, we're not gonna turn this into Adrian Broner bashing. All right, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AB, man.
Don't let me
We
get
ain't gonna
Blader.
do
Don't let me
that,
get Blader
man.
Flair up in here.
No, chill.
Don't get him started.
So what about this weekend? These fights coming up, fellas. We got
we got
we
some
got
smoke.
we got Pyro, Hitchens, we got Valdez, Navarrete too, we got Rivera, Espinoza too. Clarence, what you thinking about? I mean, pick one. Pick a card.
I forgot that Valdez
You gotta
was
give
even
me
this
all three,
week.
Clarence, because I'm trying to
You
make
said-
some bets. I need all three of your picks because I'm trying to get paid this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm never good at picking. I usually just sit back as a fan and watch. But yeah, for real, because it never goes my way. Now
Tell me
for
what you see this week, though.
the Valdez shit, that shit was difficult because the first one was a good one. This one I don't know, man. God damn. But I like Valdez. I like both of them. So I don't know in that one. But you know what? I'll go with Valdez on this one. I think I'm gonna go with Valdez on this one.
That's
Yeah, I think I'll
Valdez.
do.
Ramirez
Now-
Espinoso too. How you see that one?
I don't know because I didn't really glance at the first one, so it'll be hard to talk about the second one because you always got to see the first one to understand the second one. So
Okay.
that one I really can't get now. As far as our Brooklyn brother,
Africa.
I love him, but I'm not gonna sit here and be biased because I I've been around him. He has a tough test in front of him. It's tough. This is not going to be no walk in the park.
And my son is a newly found citizen of Puerto Rico. Holla at him.
I mean, I don't know. A lot of people didn't agree that he won his last fight. Africa, I'm talking about. When he fought whatever dude name is.
Limos.
That Keem steamrolled through.
Yeah.
So he has a tough test in front of him, man. I'm more concerned about if he does get past him, what'll be next for Africa, because like you said, the names. Waiting for that name for our brother.
That division is full of names.
And I'm that's what I'm waiting for. I need him to get past this guy because I need to see a name. And there's a lot of guys at 40 right now. It's looking crazy. So
okay, hold on, Clarence. Let me ask you a question now.
Yes, sir.
Can we not? I mean, here's the thing. Paro, who he beat? He beat we was in San Fran. He beat Montana. He wasn't supposed to win that. He whipped on Montana.
Montana's block off.
He goes to Puerto Rico. He goes to Puerto Rico, and he goes toe to toe with one of the monsters. Wins the belt in Puerto Rico, and says, you know what? I'm willing to defend it on the same land I won it in.
Oh,
now listen. All I'm gonna say is, maybe before he wasn't, but I'm going on a limb. I'm giving Paro. He might not be of that caliber, but he's somewhat of a name. He's somewhat of a name. Like if Hitchens, because as much as we love Hitchens and we fuck with Hitchens, NY, BK, people know what he's capable of. Not really a name, technically. You know what I'm saying? You know, like he hasn't really. I'm saying Hitchens hasn't. He's still doing. He still has a lot to do in the sport to be of, you know, like we know he's capable of in the ring, but you know what I'm saying. He still has work to do. So we can't say that he's any more of a name than Paro right now. But I would say Paro is a good start. It's a good start for his list of names.
To the people who don't know, they don't know who this guy is. A lot of guys, not saying everybody know who Hitchens are, but some people just might be more familiar with Africa, and then they go, well, who the hell is this guy?
If nothing else, he's the nigga that beat Subi.
That'd be the one.
If anything else, they know he's the nigga that beat Subri in Puerto Rico. They may not know his name. Yo, you talking about that Australian cat that went to Puerto Rico and won? Yeah, I know him.
They said the same thing about Holy Moly Bacoli. Oh, Jared.
Holy Moly Bacoli.
Who the fuck is this guy, Jared Anderson, fighting? And Holy Moly Bacoli, man, there. You know, that
shit had me nervous.
Same thing about George Kambosos, and though George hasn't been anything near what he did.
Oh my goodness, that's ex-dude. That's ex-dude right there, Kambosos.
That night, he was. Who the fuck is that guy? You know what I'm saying?
He the nigga that beat Theo.
Ninja that beat Theo. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't
Theo, still living in Theo's dreams, man.
Yeah. He won me some bread that night too, and I don't even gamble.
It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one this week, though, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just sitting back as a fan. I'm just making picks now because y'all asked, but really, I'm sitting back as a fan and just enjoying it, man.
Norbs, talk to me, Norbs. How do you see these 3 championship fights playing out this weekend? Who do you favor?
He's exciting to me, bro. Always throws a million punches. I'm going for Navarrete. Valdez is dope. Hitchens versus Paro. I think I'm gonna say Paro with the upset. He's on the upset streak. I'm going with him. The other fight, I ain't see it. I don't remember it, so I can't really speak on that. But that's what I got right now.
Yeah, and they both got some solid undercards too. So it should,
what channel is this on? This is Zone or
the Zone and ESPN?
ESPN in the Zone.
Yeah, what y'all think about ESPN bouncing out of boxing, bro?
It's coming.
I
It's
can
coming
get away
soon.
with Top Rank.
Ain't enough bread.
Damn.
That's you know what that
I'm
means.
not surprised.
Riyadh.
I'm not
The
Yeah.
surprised.
zone, man. Everybody, just recently, Queensberry Promotions, just for 2025, they're gonna be on the zone now. And Queensberry, they from the UK, but they had a side promotion on ESPN with Top Rank, which means that's a wrap. They're gonna be showing everything on the zone, their UK fights and their US fights. And Top Rank, ESPN is on. I don't know how long the deal has left, but
July.
I see I
July's
see
the last one.
yeah,
July.
It's over in
I,
the
I
summer.
I see them on the zone as well. The zone is the home of boxing, unless Bob uh pulls a rabbit out of his hat or something. Maybe Netflix, maybe Prime with Al and them. I don't know.
Guys, I gotta bounce. I'm about to punch my son in the face.
Yeah. Nah, we about to
Oh, damn.
wrap it up in a minute too. But yeah, good looking, Norbs, for pulling up. You already.
Dobbs, you already, man.
Damn. North said he gonna punch his son in the face. Jesus.
That was probably that music that you heard. Oh no, was it?
He was dead serious.
That's the boxing in him, you heard?
Yeah.
Yo, it's gonna be a lit
Yeah.
week this week. I can't wait,
Yeah, it
man.
could be a good, great weekend of boxing. Everybody
It's gonna
tune
be great.
in. The zone, ESPN. What else we got? That was pretty much it, right?
We got the undisputed heavyweight championship coming up this month. The rematch as well. We gonna get more into it as we get
Yeah, we're
closer.
gonna
But
chop that one up.
have y'all seen
Oh,
the promo?
Of course.
The
Of
commercial?
course.
Fire.
Yo, never fails. Never fails, man. Never
Just
fails. That's why you
discuss.
gotta fuck with Turkey, man. You gotta fuck with him, man. You gotta fuck with him, man. Like, come on,
I'm not
son.
mad at the man. Everybody, you can't, like I said, I'm tired of this people because you just can't please people anymore. They just find reasons to complain about everything. I don't complain about shit that I ain't got nothing to do with. I ain't putting no money in it. Hey, let these guys fight. Let them go ahead and make their money, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah.
mad at them. I'm really
I
not.
don't know if y'all heard though. Also,
Mhm.
Turkey wants to 2025. He said March is Ramadan month, so he said expect another blockbuster card, but in somebody else's country. He said it won't be in our country. It won't be in Riyadh, but we going to somebody's town. We going to somebody's country, and we gonna put another crazy card. And he's
So crazy.
he said he wants 6-on-6 UK, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, Matchroom, and Queensberry against the US top ranking Golden Boy. 6-on-6.
No, come on now.
That's what Turkey does.
Are you
I
kidding me?
listen, I wasn't even gonna drop the news to the people. You know what I mean? But I just dropped the bomb.
That's gonna be straight madness.
That's the one. That's the one that I'm looking forward
Crazy.
to. That's the one I've really been.
Yeah.
We gotta meet this Turkey guy, man.
We gotta be there. We gotta be live. Yeah. Yo, Turkey.
Yo, Turkey, man. We need
no ducks on his head, man. Holla at us, man. We could be of assistance. We could be. You know how the niggas be in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like at award shows, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo. Just tune in to Fight Night X over here in section 224 with the people representing four corners. Yeah, fire. You know what I'm saying? Have us scattered through the crowds and shit. Yeah, Turkey. Listen, I got ideas. We got ideas. We got production. We got all of that. Holla at us.
That's gonna be crazy. And
that's major.
Yeah.
And word also is that he finally got Canelo on the phone. And Crawford, they talking about Raiders Stadium down there in Vegas. They've been wanting to do a big stadium fight down there in Raiders Stadium in Vegas. It has to deal with Canelo. You know, he's gonna bring the whole Mexico out. One half,
you know how
got the other half. Terrence Crawford.
That's gonna be stupid.
Canelo, y'all gotta get. Hey, listen, y'all gotta get on that plane.
Cinco de Mayo.
We driving cross country, man. We driving cross country and shit, X. We gotta get the RV.
Oh man, no, that would I mean, yeah, we've been talking about that for a while.
That'll be fire.
Maybe that's the fight. Maybe that's the fight. You know, Uno can drive fucking 18
You
hours
already know.
straight, man.
You already know. We good to go.
We gonna put Dollar on the other half of the driving.
Yeah. Dollar can set it off. Dollar can set it off.
We ride with Uno there.
We out.
No, man.
Word.
Fellas, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
This was a good one. This was a good one today, man. Y'all already know. For everybody tuning
Yes,
in
sir.
with us, Chris, I sent you the link like 15 times. I don't know what happened. You could.
I don't know what's up with Chris.
It's
Shout
probably
out to
something he got. It's something that he got to fix.
Shout out to the Boxing Source. Shout out to Johnny at the Hangout. Shout out to Low Nose Boxing and everybody that's been tuned in with us every Wednesday night, 9:30.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Boxing. Clarence No Duck Zone is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate Street Norbs. He's in the building. Shout out to Marcos Pius, who fights Friday night. He's back in action. We wishing him the best always. He brings home that third victory and continues to move on with his career.
Shout out to 40.
Uno, baby. Shout out to 40. Shout out to the heavyweight champ, Big Mo. Shout
Brother
out
Mo.
to Maniac.
Baby girl, get better.
And everybody, man, everybody that was at the press yesterday, you know, we did a lot of media work with each other. Alfonso Blue, Punch Drug Boxing, the Boxing Mob, Cornerman Boxing, everybody, man. Salute to everybody. Keep doing y'all work. Keep putting it up, man. This content doesn't create itself. You feel me, my hitters?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, March 1st.
I know. Hit me. Yeah.
Everybody.
You already know. 4 corners, no duck zone. Holla at us.
Good night, my hitters.
Hit me.
All right.